Argument analysis shows up in everyday life more often than we realize. And half the time when we think we're right, we might not even be analyzing the argument properly. It's easy to react emotionally. It's easy to jump to conclusions. But understanding how to break down claims and evidence makes us sharper, more aware, and far better at separating strong reasoning from weak assumptions. So let's walk through it in plain language, short, direct, and something you can use immediately. Every argument has a main claim. That's the core statement the person is trying to prove. Before we can evaluate anything, we have to identify that central claim clearly. Sometimes it's obvious, other times it's buried under jokes, stories, or emotional rants, but until we pinpoint the claim, we're just guessing what the argument is. Once we know the claim, we step into the evidence. Does the information provided actually support what's being claimed, or is it vague or emotional, or based on anecdotes instead of data? Evidence is the backbone of reasoning. Reliable evidence strengthens an argument. Weak evidence makes the foundation collapse quickly. Now here's where it gets interesting. Fallacies. Logical fallacies are flaws in reasoning that make an argument sound convincing on the surface, but empty underneath. Strawman arguments. Emotional appeals. False cause conclusions. They show up constantly in debates, ads, social media, and everyday conversations. And the more familiar we become with fallacies, the harder it is for others to persuade us with weak reasoning. It's like installing an internal alarm system, but analyzing arguments doesn't stop there. Every argument rests on assumptions, hidden beliefs that are often never stated directly. So a huge part of analysis is asking, what assumptions are being made? Are they valid? Or are they creating holes in the logic? When we question assumptions, we reveal the weak points that most people overlook. Another powerful skill is separating correlation from causation. Just because two things happen at the same time doesn't mean one caused the other. Without this distinction, arguments can lead us into false conclusions easily. Patterns don't always equal cause. The next step is testing the argument's strength with counterarguments. Considering opposing viewpoints doesn't weaken your stance, it strengthens it. If a claim holds up even when challenged, that's when it becomes persuasive. Ignoring counterarguments makes reasoning fragile, but none of this matters if we're not actually paying attention, and that means active listening. Listening not to respond, but to actually understand. Let the other person finish. Don't form your rebuttal in your head while they're still talking. Absorb the full argument first, then analyze, then respond. Argument analysis isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being thoughtful, intentional, aware of how information influences us. And when we apply these tools consistently, we stop reacting blindly. We become more rational, more grounded, and we make far better decisions in conversations, decisions, and life. So the next time someone makes a bold claim, pause, identify the claim, check the evidence, look for fallacies, question assumptions, consider counterarguments, and listen fully. Because clearer thinking starts with slowing down and examining arguments with intention.